section 2.2, question number 25. The directions say, using a table of values, estimate the value of the limit. Okay, so the question we are given is to evaluate the limit as theta approaches to 0 of the sine of 3 theta divided by the tangent of 2 theta. And we are to make a table. So what I'm going to do then is to make a table of x and y values, but actually I've sort of already made a mistake, right? Because it's not x, it's theta. X is equal to theta. Okay? All right, so in the past what's happened is we have always been given which values we should guess to see what's happening. But remember, at the end of the question, what we're trying to figure out is what's happening close to 0. So I'm going to pick values close to 0. And one of the things I always like to do is pick the value itself. So I'm going to pick theta equal to 0. And when I plug in theta equal to 0, what I will get then is the sine of 3 times 0 divided by the tangent of 3 times 0. And the problem is when we do this, we end up dividing by 0. And when we end up dividing by 0, then that is an error, right? So that is not going to work. The sine of 0 divided by the tangent of 0 is dividing by 0, so that's an error. So that doesn't help us any. But I always like to put that in. What happens at the value itself? So since 0 is going to give us an error, because we're dividing by 0, let's plug in some values that are close. So how about negative 0.001? So I'm going to plug that into my function and see what happens. So then I get sine of 3 times negative 0.001 divided by the tangent of 2 times negative 0.001. And when I plug that into my calculator, I got 1.499. So I write that over here on my table, 1.499. All right. I also did negative 0.0001. And when I plugged that in my calculator just said it's 1.5. I also tried negative 0.00001 and my calculator when I evaluated it. So I tried the positive cases, so 001, and I got 1.499. I tried 0.0001, and I got 1.5. And I tried 0.00001, and I also got 1.5. Okay? So when I chose values, both negative and positive, that were near 0, close to 0, it looks like I'm getting this situation where my limit as theta is close to 0 is 1.5. So I'm going to guess that the limit as theta approaches 0 of this function, that's my guess is going to be, is equal to 1.5. All right, if you have any questions, please send me an email or feel free to stop by my office hours.